From the historic Bill Green Athletic Arena, home of the 8-time state champion Marion Giants, we've got Marion Giant basketball. Hello, everyone. I'm Greg Keaton, along with our very special guest tonight, Dr. Jeff Bragg. Welcome to the broadcast.
Hi, Greg. How are you doing?
I understand that since you were last on the air with us, you have a new job. Or the lack thereof.
It's like the best job ever invented, right? I retired at the end of June, so yeah.
So how's that been going?
A lot of stress, you know. Got to figure, you know, it's difficulty remembering, you know, what day. You know, you got to make sure you keep track of your days and stuff. So yeah.
And that list of all the things that your wife wants you to get done, have you started that yet? It's been like 6 months.
You know, Greg, some of us really don't have any marketable skills. So
well,
for me,
well, you don't have to point that out. People know that when they know me. You don't have to point out the obvious.
Yeah. So my to-do list is very short.
And also, something happened about 3 months ago. They put you into the Marion High School Hall of Distinction. Yeah. Well deserved. Once again, trying to make me look bad how good you are.
You're very kind. No, that was a awesome honor. It's such a cool organization that they put together. And, you know, you look, for me to look down that list of names and whatnot, it's this school and the school system has really produced some remarkable individuals, and it's an honor to be a part of that. It was really very, very humbling.
And I know being in the same class of 1977 must have had some influence on you at some point. And despite that, you still.
Who was that now?
In spite of all that, you still succeeded. Well, tonight the Giants are going to have their hands full. They're going to play the Westfield Shamrocks, who come in at 6-1. Last night the Giants went to Lawrence North and played. Well, on paper it says they're the #2 team in the state, but I've seen them play and I saw Fishers play. And if they play each other, I'm going to go with Lawrence North because they got some big guys that can score inside. They got some guys that can score outside.
Yeah. Lawrence North, you know, so athletic and mature bodies, and you're absolutely right. They've got inside and outside, and they love to play that up tempo, and they can do it very well. And
Jack Kiefer from this area, who's been gone from coaching there for 3 years, they don't seem like they've missed a beat because they're still right up there at the top.
Right.
Of course, I know when Jack Kiefer was there, it seemed like he always had like 3 or 4 guys 6'8", and had like 3 or 4 guys on the bench 6'8", just waiting to go in, like he just kind of rotate tall guys.
Well, I think that's why he chose that particular school system. A lot of long, athletic kids there.
Yeah. Well, the JV game's coming to a close. The Giants are going to fall 50-30. So hopefully that's not a sign of things to come, because Westfield's going to come here at 6-1. Their only loss this year was the 3rd game of the season. They've come back and won their last 4, so they're 6-1. The Giants were 6-2 after last night's loss, but they want to look to regroup, and hopefully a little home cooking is going to help them tonight.
Yeah, I mean, when the Giants are playing at home, you know, you would expect good effort, and you know, the Giants have talent, and so we'll see what coach has dialed up for them.
Speaking of talent, I was looking back at the 1977 team. In fact, I saw one of your former teammates last night at Lawrence North, Mr. Jodan Price.
Did you? Yeah.
He always had good things to say about you, and you know, maybe you could have passed a little bit more, but other than that, he thought you was a great teammate. But anyway, he doesn't realize that you're the one that saved Dave Colescott.
Yeah, I mean, I would think that Jodan would have an accurate recollection of those days.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, you know, sometimes.
But I can also tell you that Jodan and the rest of the guys on that 77 team would tell you that no, Bragg never passed. So, yeah.
Well, I'll give you credit for knowing a little bit more, because we're roughly the same age as him, and he's still working a full-time job out there. So who's the smart one now?
Wow.
So anyway, but I was looking back at that 77 team, and we was talking about during the regular season, you lost 4 games. Now you're coming off 75, 76 state championships, which 76, according to Dave Colescott and Coach Smedley, you're the reason they won the state championship. They both told me in this booth they don't win the state championship without Jeff Bragg. Now that's the coach and supposedly the best player, so you know, you got to take that to the bank.
Yeah.
But anyway, so you come into 77 and everybody's thinking, well, are they going to three-peat? Because nobody thought they were going to repeat, except, you know, a handful of people. But you go through the season, your first loss is to Blackford by 4 points. And that wasn't supposed to happen. So, and was that where the quote came in? Because this is the quote that I'm still working on that we need inside the Marion Giant locker room. You know, like at Notre Dame when they got the play like a champion. Well, inside the locker room, we need to put this quote that you put back. It is still in the yearbook. Co-captain Jeff Bragg said, "You can play with an injury, but if you don't have it upstairs." I think we'd put that in there and let the players hit that when they come out. Maybe it calls them to think about, you know, playing the game.
Hey, look at that. We've got the Shamrocks are on the floor. Maybe we should, you know, talk about that.
Yeah. Well, anyway, the other two games that the 77 team lost during the regular season was to Lafayette Jeff by 2. And Joe Dan had a story about why you guys lost that. Somehow they changed the venue, or something happened because of water broke or something. And then you lost the game to Warsaw by 1 point. So you were like 7 points away from having a 20-0 season after winning back-to-back champions. And then you go into the tournament, you win 3 games of sectional, 2 games of regional, and just lose a 7-point game to Fort Wayne South. So you're 22-4. Now I make the argument after looking at this, you put the dream team first, 85 through 87, the greatest 3-year run in Marion Giant history.
No doubt.
That 75 to 77 has got to be second. Nobody else has those back-to-back state championships and then the run to the semi-state like you guys did.
I like the way you think, Greg.
Well, you know, that's why they got me here.
Those were, you know, obviously that time. We had that, you know, 49-year drought, you know, and, you know, some of the best teams were Jack Colescott's 68 team, 69 team with Javon Price and Dan Gunn and Brent Myers and Jerry Townsend. And that group, you know, talk about awesome back-to-back years. They go and lose heartbreakers in the afternoon round in Indianapolis. And that was kind of, you know, when I started, those are the years when I was, you know, formative years watching the Giants, you know, trying to go to the games. You know, back in that time, you know, didn't automatically get regional tickets. You didn't automatically get semi-state tickets.
You could barely get into the old Coliseum.
100%.
Regular season.
Yeah. So anyway, but that really started that, you know, long run for us. And
Coach
it was
Jack Colescott.
Jack Colescott, and then Coach Green came, and after a little bit of a rough start, you know, got things going in with the 74-75 team, and that next year was a surprise for sure. I mean, when you've got Dave Colescott, you've got Mr. Basketball. You know, obviously you can do a lot with that. But you know, we had, I think, 7 seniors that came back in that for that 77 year. And new coach, Coach Larry Little, took over the reins at that time, and
he's probably been one of the most underrated coaches in the state of Indiana, because 5 straight years of going to the semi-state, and then that's still not quite good enough. Any place else in the state, he'd probably have a monument to it. Yeah,
I mean, you got to give it.
That's how tough Marion Giant basketball
at that time for sure. Yeah, and you know, he. You know, followed the legend, Coach Green, and he did. He had great success. You know, the heartbreaker in, 1980, Jeff Todd and Joseph Price and Stacy Turan hitting that bomb in the afternoon.
Yep.
So anyway, that was an awesome run. And, you know, we were conference champions that our senior year, which we weren't the year before. So anyway, it was awesome and, you know, fun time.
Well, that 85 to 87 run with the Dream Team, they lost 4 games. Well, your 3 years, basically in school, 75 through 77, the Giants were 73-10. And probably all those 10 losses together is probably less than 30 points. Because I don't think you lost any more than like 2 or 3, 4 points. And the semi-state was 7, was probably the biggest difference. So you were just, I mean, a play here or there from really something. They'd be talking about the three-peat from the 70s, and you guys could have took credit for the inspiring the Dream Team in '87.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, Marion Giants tonight come in at 6-2. Coach James Blackman, who is second in Marion Giant victories behind the legendary Coach Bill Green. Coach Blackman's 172 and 111. He's in his 12th season here. He's won 318 games overall, and he's won 3 state championships as a coach. That's not bad. Yeah,
talk about legend in Marion High School basketball, and you know what he's meant to this program, this community. Hall of Fame player, Hall of Fame coach, right?
And with his family, he brought James Blackman Jr.,
Yeah.
who's just McDonald's All-American and went to IU, played there 3 years, now playing professionally. And then sandwich on the outside of those three sons was Jalen, who's just the all-time leading scorer for Marion with over 2,200 points. And then the middle son, BJ Blackman, just wins the state championship for the players. So other than that, they didn't really do much for the Giants.
I mean, average players, I guess, right?
And then, you know, look back at James Blackman's playing career. You could, no matter where you go in the state, it's been, you know, 40 years. People remember, there must have been like 5 million people watched the state finals because they all saw the 52-point game.
They saw it, right?
I saw that, or they were there, which, you know, it only holds like 17,000. It's like 50,000. I saw that game when he hit 52 points.
Yeah, you know, when you're old like us, I guess, people will talk about, you know, who's the best high school player that you've seen like in person.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, for me, that is an easy one. I mean, watching James Blackman play at Marion High School, it was amazing, and there was absolutely nothing he could not do on the basketball court, and it was just beautiful to watch.
I know there's a lot of politics involved in IU and all that, going back that time when Steve Alford, a great player, is Mr. Basketball, but between those two, if I was starting a high school team, my first pick would be James Blackman. I'd like my chances. I've got him on the floor.
Yeah, we are wearing purple, so they're.
Well, yeah, that helps.
That does help a little bit, but nonetheless, I'm with you. I mean, nothing. Obviously, taking nothing away from Steve Alford and the things that he did.
He didn't do too bad.
He did great, but you know, again, when you're just as an observer watching the people play, he was. Coach Blackman was just amazing.
Well, awesome. Then speaking of great Marion Giants, we've got Zach Randolph, who won the state championship against the guy that became Mr. Basketball. So there's another argument there. Like, okay, which of those two you do pick to start your team?
I know.
And since I brought that up was the fact that next week we want to encourage everybody to be here, because on January 11th, next Saturday night, 1 week from tonight, the Giants will be hosting Fort Wayne Southside, and we're going to be honoring the 2000 state championship team. It's been 25 years, believe it or not, and all the players from that team are going to be here. Coach Smedley's going to be here. It's going to be a great night. There's going to be a meet and greet in the Marion High School cafeteria from 5 to 7, so you want to get here early. Take time, take some pictures with the players, kind of reminisce about what happened 25 years ago, and then at halftime of the game, they're going to be honored and they're going to be introduced. So you don't want to miss next Saturday night, so make plans right now. There's not going to be next Saturday snow and ice, maybe a little cold, but there's heat in the arena, so you'll be fine.
Yeah. Really would love to see the community come out and support that event. You know, those people that played on that team with Zach and Reggie Nevels and Chin and Josh Peters and those guys. I just would really be cool if we could support them, come out and give them a Marion Giant welcome.
So it's going to be a fun night. We got Marion Giant basketball coming up. So right now we're going to take a short break, and we'll come back with Marion Giant basketball versus Westfield.
We're from the Marion Giant football team,
and we want to thank the Marion Alumni Association for our helmets.
And I'm Coach Jackie, and we're part of the Marion girls soccer team, and we want to thank the Marion High School Alumni Association for our brand new jerseys this year. Thank you.
We are the Marion Giants boys soccer team. We'd like to thank the Alumni Association for our new jerseys. Thank you.
We're from the Marion Giant softball team, and we want to thank the alumni for our new jerseys.
We'd like to thank the Marion Giant Alumni Association for these brand new jerseys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It takes lots of skill to be a Marion Giant basketball player. And it takes a lot of skill to make people smile in Grant County. We love making people smile in Grant County at Gorman Bunch Orthodontics. That's our job. And that's what we're really talented at. Just like it takes talent to put the ball in the hoop, it takes talent to put a smile on the face.
Who values an Ivy Tech Community College Associate degree? Well, these Indiana colleges do. They're our partners in the Guaranteed Admissions Program, where an Ivy Tech Associate degree guarantees admission to their bachelor's programs. Who else? The 70,000 high school students who earn college credit each year and save tuition by doing it. But the real value of an Ivy Tech degree is the better life it makes possible. Get started today at ivytech.edu.
Welcome back to the Bill Green Athletic Arena. We're just a few moments away from the start of tonight's big ball game between the Marion Giants and the Westfield Shamrocks, who this is the first time in the history that Marion's playing Westfield. So here for the big first tonight.
It's good. Let's see, we had Carmel last year. I think I was here for, I can't remember the other Indianapolis team. Seems like the times I've come, it's been against some pretty solid competition.
Well, see, that's the thing I like about you. Now, Steve Smithley, he likes to brag about the fact that not only did he save Bill Green's job,
yes, that's
he
true.
brings that up just about every time you see him, and also the fact that he's 4-0 doing the games. But I always think, he kind of picks out, like he picked out Wabash, which, nothing against Wabash.
Nothing
good
against
team,
Wabash.
But they're a little down this year, and Marion, handled them pretty well.
Yeah.
But when I talk to you about doing a game, I'll do Anderson, I'll do Carmel, I'll do Westfield. You go for the top team.
Well, I think that's what I asked you. Who would be the most difficult game of the year? And so we picked this one. So
that's why you've been so successful as a doctor, because people know they count on you. That things don't scare you.
Okay.
A challenge, you're ready for a challenge and all that. Even though you tell patients to do this, they don't do it. You still keep encouraging them.
That's right. That's right.
But it's going to be fun. I was looking. Here's the interesting part that I thought maybe you're older than you were, because I looked at the Wright State Raiders, the team that you played for, and scored, I believe, 437 points in your college career. You scored 503 as a Marion Giant. Right now, currently, you're, I think, 92nd. So you're still in the top 100.
Atta baby.
At least for a while. But anyway, at Wright State, and I was looking over the roster your sophomore year, look at some of the names, and the first name that popped up there was Jimmy Carter. And it was in like 78, 79. I'm thinking, well, he was president.
He was
so
busy.
you actually played with Jimmy Carter.
He was busy that time, wasn't he? Yeah.
Did you have a teammate, Jimmy Carter?
Jimmy Carter was he was a junior college transfer, came in my sophomore year. Super nice guy. And I don't think he had any presidential aspirations, but
well, he had the name for it.
He did have the name for it,
so. Especially at that time.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It could have been a good thing or a bad thing, depending which side you lean toward. But yeah, I thought that was interesting, because I looked at 78, 79, and I saw Jimmy Carter. I thought, wasn't he busy in Washington at that point? Well, maybe that was part of the problem, that he was playing basketball instead of running the country.
I wondered why Jimmy was not at some of the practices, but maybe that would, maybe he was busy. He was in D.C.
And then when the guys in the dark suits would pat you down when you show up, that's kind of a clue that maybe somebody important is here. But I know he wouldn't say that you didn't pass him the ball. I'm sure that you were a good teammate, because didn't you win an award one year for something about being a teammate, or maybe that was some other award? I know you won some award there.
Huh.
As a senior.
Well, I think, as a senior, 4-year player, you got to kind of come up with something, right? So it's like,
what can we give Mr. Bragg?
Teammate most likely to, I don't know.
Could have said to be a successful doctor. Little did they know one day you'd end up at the Marion High School Hall of Distinction. That's one thing, a state champion. Yeah. But then, you'd end up in this booth.
Yeah, which is such an honor.
In spite of that.
Thank you, Greg. Seriously, thank you. That's awesome.
So we see the Giants walk off the floor. They're going to be heading back to a last little pre-game talk to the coach. That last few moments before the game starts, and the coach is talking to you last moment, when Coach Green, what would he tell you guys as a player just before you went out the last time?
Obviously, depending on the opponent, the situation, whether we were, favored or not, and a lot of it obviously had to do with, the type of practice, what was he trying to do? Early in the year, it was like, at least for my years, it was like, okay, we're going to kind of beat you down, and then after the first of the year, like this time of year, this was typically a time of year where we'd play Richmond first Friday after the New Year, and that was, the conference schedule really got moving at that point, and so that was when he was really trying to push us in a to get better. He was solidifying the rotations and whatnot, such as they were at that time. So. Yeah, I mean, it depended. The cool thing, and you probably heard this already, but the cool thing about Coach Green was that he, you always felt like you had the best coach.
Yes.
And
best chance to win that way.
And it's like, if it was going to be a mistake, it wasn't going to be from our coach, for example. Now, whether that was true or not from people that would know, but when you're talking about that as a player, there's that confidence, that assuredness that he's going to, dial up the right thing, to have us prepared and whatnot. We weren't always, but for the most part, that's how we felt.
And obviously, his resume backed it up.
Yes, for sure. Yeah.
Well, we're about ready for the starting line. We're going to take a quick, short break, and then we'll be back with tonight's ball game.
Success takes direction via credit union. Via credit union.
We're Kingdom Roofing Systems, your local roofing experts. We take great pride in our ability to ensure quality workmanship. We're in the top 1% of contractors in Indiana who have earned Owens Corning's greatest badge of honor, Platinum Preferred. Plus, your first 25 years are 100% covered by Owens Corning's workmanship warranty. Trust the confidence Owens Corning has in your local expert, Kingdom Roofing Systems.
Back at the Bill Green Athletic Arena, we're just about 2 minutes away from the starting lineups. The Shamrocks, or we may be calling them the Rocks a lot tonight, have made their way back onto the floor. We're waiting for the Marion Giants to come out. We said they had a tough ball game at Lawrence North last night. We'll see how they bounce back tonight. The amazing thing is they came back at times last night. They were staying close. In fact, they were down at 19. They came out in the third quarter. And Mark Rogers, he just started going crazy and knocked down 4 threes, but right off the bat, Lawrence North had to call a timeout. The lead was cut to 12. They got nervous, thought, wait a minute, we thought the game was over, but the Giants kept playing and just kept playing all night long. So, say Giants fight, never die.
Yeah, to their credit, I mean, it's hard when you get down like that, and it does speak to coaching and character of the kids to continue to play. So I guess that's why I'm expecting a good effort from them tonight. Again, little home cooking, like you said, and we'll see if we can't get on top of these guys a little bit.
We want to thank our Marion Giants sponsors. Tonight's game sponsors, Kingdom Roofing, and all the Marion Giant sponsors. Thank them for bringing you Marion Giant basketball. Every home game for the Marion Giants varsity team is right here on Marion Giants TV. So we want to encourage you, if you can't get out to the game, to be sure and watch and tell the sponsors how much you appreciate it. But most of all, I want to encourage you to come out to the arena and support the Marion Giants. They've off to a good start, 6-2. They're going through none of their schedule's easy. They've still got 17 out of 22 games against 4A, Well, now they've been reclassified to a 3A tournament. So the only thing that's going to happen during this 4A season, don't look at the record, it's just going to make it better for the tournament, because in 2016, the same thing happened. We lost to an Indianapolis team by about 20 points, and Kyle Persker said, what do you think about the Giants losing to that 4A team? I said, well, I'm glad the tournament, there'll be no 4A team.
Yeah.
That team goes on to win the state. So regardless of the record, you got to play in March.
Right. And playing that good schedule, I mean, how many times, what was it last year when they came up, Kerry Clevenger's grandson came up, and their record was not very good. And, playing that Indianapolis schedule makes it tough. And so the Giants can take advantage of that.
Marion High School and the IHSA promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and fans. We request your cooperation in supporting the student athletes and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, derogatory comments, or other intimidating actions directed at athletes, officials, coaches, or other fans will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. We also remind you that Marion High School is a smoke and vape-free facility. On behalf of Superintendent Stephanie Lockwood, Principal Dr. Stacy Hunt, and Athletic Director Steve Moritz, thank you for attending tonight's game. At this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Let's give a giant welcome to the Westfield Shamrocks. Starting for the Shamrocks, a 6'3" junior, number 3, Drew Hafner. A 6'2" senior, number 23, Rylan Rauch. A 5'9" senior, number 2, Will Harvey. A 6' senior, number 12, Jalen Malone. And a 6'2" senior, number 24, Durante Morton. The head coach for the Shamrocks is Shane Sumter. Please direct your attention to the video board. Make some noise for the starting lineup for your Marion Giants. Are you ready to watch your Giants hand a giant defeat to the Shamrocks? I said, are you ready? For everyone in attendance and the thousands listening and watching from around the world, from the basketball mecca of Indiana, let's get ready to rumble! And now, here are the starters for your Marion Giants. A 6'4" senior, number 5, Kobe Johnson. A 5'10" senior, number 0, J.J. Smith. A 5'11" senior, number 23, Mar Rogers. A 6'5" junior, number 2, Logan Barnes. And a 6'3" junior, number 1, Tim Jones. Ladies and gentlemen, your Marion Giants. The Giants are coached by Hall of Famer James Blackman, with associate head coach Nate McNeely and assistant coach Thomas Barnes. The officials for tonight's game are Robert Bontrager, Ronnie Branch, and Sean Miller. If we could just have the lights turned back on. Thank you.
And we are underway. The Giants have the basketball. Shamrocks come in with a starting lineup that has 4 seniors, so they've got a lot of experience on the floor. Giants patiently working the ball here to start their offense tonight. Tim Jones, he'll fire from 3. No good, rebound, Barnes. Brings it back out. He's going to drive. Stop. Baseline shot in the air. Got it. Logan Barnes had 9 last night. Gets the Giants off to a 2-0 lead. Knocked away still Marion Giant basketball. Last night, Mar Rogers led the Giants with 21 points. Tim Jones had 20. But they faced a team that had 5 guys in double figures, so it's a hard thing to overcome.
Good defensive intensity here to start. That's a good sign.
He's going to drive inside. Got the basket, took it all the way to the hoop. Morton, a 6'2" senior, scores. We're tied at 2. Be interesting to see how the Shamrocks respond to playing in the arena for the first time. It's usually quite a great experience. 3 in the air, no good, rebound. Going to be saved by Barnes. Jones gets it back. Pass, Smith up, no good. Rebounds, Shamrocks. And sometimes it has the effect where it fires up players when they come here because they see 8 championship banners and they see an arena that could seat 7,000 people. And it's pretty massive.
Yeah. I'm sure those schools around the state, are aware of the arena, and those banners are cool.
Shot in the air, got it. Drew Hafner knocks down to 2, and the Shamrocks lead 4-2. Smith for the Giants. Giants taking their time, being very deliberate on offense. We've played 2 minutes, and we've got 6 points on the board total. A little different from last night's pace. Last night, everybody was up and down the floor, and it was like a circle. There, the shot goes in. Rogers picks up where he left off last night, knocks down the 3.
Confidence growing for him, maybe, huh?
Coming in averaging 17 a game. And they just threw it away. Still, it's going to be Giant basketball, I believe. Giants on top 5-4. I want to thank our Marion Giant sponsors. Tonight's game sponsor, Kingdom Roofing. Thank IMG, Hunter Ford, Living Forward, the Tomahawk Restaurant, TJR Equipment, Gorman Bunch Orthodontics, and all of our Marion Giant sponsors for bringing you Marion Giant basketball. Giants with the lead in the ball. Jones going to work on his man. Stop. Nice move. Shot in the air. Overshot it. Rebound. Here come the Rocks. See what they can do with the ball. Goes inside. Nice move. Lost it. Got it back. Inside. Shot. Basket. A foul.
That's a killer when your defense gets broken down. Can't keep the guy in front of you. Usually bad things happen.
Second field goal for Morton. Tries to complete the three-point play the old-fashioned way. And he does. 7-5 Westfield. Giants on the run. Smith. Here's Kobe. He'll fire for 3. It's in the air. No good. Rebound. Westfield. Wide open 3, but decide not to take it. Look around for the open. There's a 3-pointer in the air. Got it. Malone, a senior, knocks it down, and then Westfield's doubled up the Giants 10-5. Inside, Smith got the basket to foul. J.J. Smith takes it to the hoop. Nice aggressive move.
Very strong move to the hoop. That'll help.
Thank our Marion Giant sponsors, Nicholson Realty 2.0, Via Credit Union, Hutamaki, Ivy Tech, City of Marion, all of our sponsors for bringing you Marion Giant basketball. And can't get the three-point play, and here comes Westfield. Drives right down the lane, lays it up short, rebound, Jones, and he's fouled. That's on Mr. Morton. That's his first, team's first. See if the Giants can get within 1 or tie it with a 3. Halfway through the first quarter, Giants trail 10-7. Barnes thought about the 3, decided to bring it back. Here's Rogers. He wants it from 3, short. A little bit farther out than he needed on that one.
They would call that a heat check.
Yeah.
Hit a few last night, first one tonight.
Temperature wasn't quite as hot as they thought it was. Here's Westfield working on the Giant defense. Giants playing good defense right here in the opening quarter. Nearly stolen away. Got it back in the corner.
Stay solid here, guys.
Near steal. Tim Jones almost went after that one.
Good help in recovery last couple of passes.
Inside, lays it up, doesn't fall, rebound, Rogers. Westfield is very patient, so is the Giant defense. Smith goes inside, there's Kobe. He drives up and overshot it, rebound, Westfield. Inside, knocked away, Kobe, the good defensive play. It's going to be Westfield basketball. I want to thank our Marion Giant sponsors, First Farmers, the Marion Police Department, Mort's Group, Marion Health, Philip Morgan Landscaping, Moving Real Estate, Summers Plumbing and Heating, Nick McKinley State Farm, Brunner Dental Center, Evan King Health Markets, and Bobby Browder, Edward Jones. Thank all of our Marion Giant sponsors and tonight's game sponsor, Kingdom Roofing. Shot from 3, knocked down another one.
Nice little out of bounds play, get it to their shooter, or one of their shooters.
Inside, here's Kobe. Kicks it, Rogers from the corner for 3. Yes, sir. Rogers knocks down his second 3. That's Mr. Rogers' neighborhood out there.
I'd like to see that inside and then kick it out to a shooter.
Wide open layup, that was too easy there. Morton's got 7, and it's a 15-10 Westfield lead. Down under 2 minutes in the opening quarter. Both teams are content to be deliberate with their offense. Nobody getting in too big a hurry. JJ thought about the 3, he'll fire. He got it! JJ's got 5, the Giants are within 2.
Play a little defense here. Rebound the basketball and see if we can up this pace a little bit.
Westfield inside, shot in the air, no good. Rebound. JJ Smith of the rebound, hangs on to it. Tried to throw it off the player, and it's still inbounds. There's Westfield for 3. No good. Rebound. Shamrocks move inside, lays it up, and got the basket. Brock Dettermore with 2, and it's 17-13 with a minute to go in the opening quarter. JJ's going to drive. Knocked away.
Yeah.
Picked up by Westfield. They're going to try to run a little bit. Morton inside. Lays up, got the basket. Nice move, but he's got 9. And it's a 19-13 ball game with less than 40 seconds to go in the opening quarter.
They don't necessarily push it like Lawrence North, but the opportunity breaks for sure. Turnovers, quick shots.
Kobe from 3. Does it go? Rebound, Westfield. Let's see if they're content for the last shot or they hurry. I think they'll wait for the last one. They're down to 15. Down to 5. Morton's going to drive. Nice move inside, kicks into the corner. There's a 3 in the air. No good, and that's going to end the first quarter. Score, Westfield 19, Giants 13. Back in a moment with quarter number 2.
Marion High School has a rich history of music, sports, theater, and drama. We've been working on creating a digital video library of all the shows, games, and other media we can find so you can have a piece of that rich history. For more information, please contact Steve Wright at steve@wrightpromotions.video or call 765-669-1855.
An injury can be a scary time, but you'll be in good hands with Marion Health Sports Medicine and Orthopedics. Our board-certified surgeons will partner with you to develop an individualized plan tailored to your athletic goals. Our recovery plan includes imaging, physical therapy, and post-surgical support to help you regain strength and prevent future injuries. Our proven process will help you confidently take the winning shot. Get back in the game with Marion Health.
Well, we're finished with the first quarter. Giants down 6 to the Shamrocks. Giants haven't been able to get the pace up. A lot of half-court offense for the Giants. And the Shamrocks will start with the ball in the second quarter.
Giants find themselves down 6 points. Knocked away by Tim Jones. See if he can catch it. He does. Nice pass inside, knocked away. Still should be Giant basketball. Giants that first quarter had Rogers with 6 and J.J. Smith with 5 to lead the way.
Good way to get the pace up is to a little pressure, defense, get a steal.
And we've got a timeout on the floor. Be back in just a moment after this quick timeout.
Get out there this season in a new Ford F-150 from Hunter Ford in Marion. Imagine showing up at the game in a new Ford. That's what we call tailgating in style. Check out Hunter Ford's great selection of both new and pre-owned vehicles, with truckloads of new Fords arriving daily. And remember, we're your truck headquarters in Marion and beyond. Hunter Ford, proud sponsor of Marion High School. IndianaFord.com.
Back at the Bill Green Athletic Arena, just a few seconds into quarter number 2. The Giants trail 19-13 to the Westfield Shamrocks. It's going to be Giant basketball underneath their own hoop. See what play we've got drawn up from Coach Blackman. Way out top. Shot in the air, no good. It's Manu that just came in with that shot. There's a shot for the corner, doesn't fall, rebound, Westfield. Got the bounce. Baseline shot in the air, no good. Bounced around, and they got the rebound. Morton right now is going to be a problem because he's got 11 points.
Yes.
Tim Jones. He's going to drive. Stop. No good. Rebound, Westfield. Giants, a couple new players out there. Freshwater and Jackson. Manu Jackson. Inside, nowhere to go, and threw it away to the Marion Giant cheerleaders. And the Giants have it, down 8. Chase Freshwater with the basketball, throws it to Rogers. Rogers looking inside. Freshwater's going to drive. Stop. Shot in the air. He got it. Chase Freshwater averages 4 a game, knocks down 2, and the Giants within 6.
Took a nice little drive off that screen. Little shot in the around the dots. That was nice.
Let's see if Westfield can answer. Very deliberate with their offense. They don't get in a hurry. There's a guy who's been in a lot of trouble so far. Nice pass inside the basket by Mr. Dedamore. It's his second field goal, and it's an 8-point Shamrock lead. Manu, no good. Rebound. There'll be a foul on the Giants. Looks like it's on Logan Barnes. It's his first team foul of the quarter. The Shamrocks come in averaging 63 points on offense, and they only give up 36 on defense. The Giants are averaging 75 on offense and 67 on defense. So let's see who wins out tonight. It's a nice save. Inside, knocked away. Here come the Giants. Tim Jones on the drive. Nice pass. Rogers got the basket. Nice teamwork with the Giants.
Good hands, quick transition basket, and a nice pass.
Rogers has 8, and the Giants are within 6. Coach Blackman on his feet there, looking at the situation, trying to keep encouraging his team to keep playing tough defense. Near steal by Tim. He got around, wouldn't fall, rebound. Westfield got the break and got the roll right there. Shot no good, rebound. We'll go the other way. Inside, nobody there. Manu picked him up. Well, there's another one of those rebounds that just bounced right to him.
The defensive rebounding is a problem here this last few minutes, isn't it?
Giants down 10, 4.5 to go in quarter number 2. Jones from 3. Off the back of the rim, one and done for the Giants. They'll fire from 3. It's no good. Rebound, Marion. Here comes Tim Jones. Inside, nice move. He gets hammered, no call, but a rebound. Picked up basket by J.J. Smith.
Nice pass by J.
I kept waiting for the whistle to be blown down there after that play, but they let him play through.
Yeah, from our angle, looked like he got undercut, but it was a nice pass.
Inside, knocked away. And Westfield got it back. Shot from just inside the key, and they got the roll. I thought that's only supposed to be for the home team.
Have to look for that in the second half, maybe.
Giants down 10. Here's Tim. He's going to stop. He'll fire from 3. No good. Rebound, Westfield. Giants not getting too many second opportunities right now. That's short. Rebound, Westfield. Wide open 3. Missed it again. Knocked away. Giants pick it up. And they turn it over. Here comes Westfield. Nobody there. He's got all day to shoot. And didn't help. I don't even want to look at the rebounding figures right now because I'm sure we're getting out rebounded quite a bit. Smith drives. Got a foul in the lane.
On the floor, yeah.
But number 40 for the Shamrocks, Luke Vandergriff, is a 6'9" sophomore. He takes up a lot of room inside.
Yeah. Looked like he played a quarter or maybe 2 for the JV. Big kid.
Having some wholesale changes for Westfield. Looks like they're almost doing the shift. We're going to put this team in and bring them out, bring another team in.
A little hockey line shift.
Yeah. And we've got a short timeout. So 2:59 to go, Giants down 10. If you're Coach Blackman, what do you tell him?
Well, I thought that was a good timeout. The guys were winded, particularly looked like Tim Jones. He'd run a couple fast breaks and looked like he could use a break. So that's good that he took the timeout. You know, they play good defense, like you were saying, but with this Westfield team, they are deliberate and they don't mind continuing to run their sets. And it's a part of concentration to be able to stay solid on your man, but also then not turn your head because they've had a couple back cuts and whatnot for easy layups. So it is a discipline, and it's a tough team to play against. I mean, completely different than last night, right?
Yep. A couple things, like I say, the defensive rebound is hurting them right now, and then it's not knocking down some of the shots because they're not getting rebounds after they miss the 3.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here. Rogers goes inside. It's Kobe, he'll bring it back. He's gonna drive baseline, spin move, lost the ball. Here comes Westfield. I don't believe that's the play Coach Blackman had in mind.
Or at least the result, right?
No. If it was, we need to send you down there to talk to somebody.
Oh.
Thank our Marion Giant sponsors. Tonight's game sponsor, Kingdom Roofing. Thank them for being a Marion Giant sponsor and bringing you Marion Giant basketball right here on Marion Giants TV YouTube all season long. Every Marion Giants varsity home game will be right here thanks to our many Marion Giant sponsors. Inside, he's getting too many inside right now for him.
Yep, nice little set, screen to screener.
JJ's going to drive. A lot of traffic. Gets a shot up. Doesn't go. Rebound Westfield. Giants down 12. Westfield keeps looking for something. Nobody but Giants inside, and he traveled. Thank our Marion Giant sponsors, IMG, Hunter Ford, Living Forward, the Tomahawk Restaurant, TJR Equipment, and our game sponsor, Kingdom Roofing, for bringing you Marion Giant basketball. And the Giants right now find themselves down by a dozen. Inside, nice pass, knocked away. It was a good thought, didn't follow through all the way. Inside, right now, Mr. Morton is having a career night. 3 in the air, got it! JJ answered with a 3, his second of the night. The Giants back within 11. JJ averaging 6.5, already has 10. But the other part of it, the leading scorer, Tim Jones, averaging 22.5, is yet to score. Inside, lays it up, scores. 6-foot senior Malone scores. It's back up to 13. We're under a minute to go in the first half.
Let's keep them in range here, Greg. At least knock it down to 10 or so. Just run your set, get a good shot, and then got to rebound at this end for sure.
Here comes Westfield down to 36 seconds. Drives inside, circus shot, and he's fouled. Looks like he'll be going to the line. Thank our Marion Giant sponsors, our game sponsor, Kingdom Roofing, who will be listening to them and at halftime here in just a few moments. Gorman & Bunch Orthodontics, Nicholson Realty 2.0, Via Credit Union, Hudamaki, Ivy Tech, City of Marion, First Farmers, Marion Police Department, Mortz Group, Marion Health, Philip Morgan Landscaping, Moving Real Estate, Summers Plumbing, Heating and Cooling, Nick McKinley State Farm Insurance, Runner Dental Center, Evan King Health Markets, and Bobby Browder, Edward Jones. Thank all of our Marion Giant sponsors for bringing you Marion Giant basketball. And right now the Giants are down 15. They got 30 seconds to go in the first half. Pulled out, going to go for the last shot. But now the Giants have been outscored 18-9 in this quarter. 6-point deficit's gone to 15. Got to go. Freshwater inside. Lost the handle and lost the ball and turned it over. So with 1.9 on the clock, we'll see if Westfield's got a Hail Mary in their arsenal. There it is, long range is going to be off, and that's going to end the first half of the score. Westfield 37, the Marion Giants 22. So our game sponsor, Kingdom Roofing, is going to be out here in just a moment, but Coach Bragg, what do we do down 15 at the half?
Well, I thought you made a good point, Greg. You know, you rebound the basketball at this end, that takes away all those second chance points. You know, if you limit that, you know, you're only down, you know, 6 or 7 probably. And as you said, our leading scorer hasn't got his game going yet. He's made a couple of nice assists and whatnot. So, I mean, there's, you would expect him to have a score more in the second half. So, but we've got to be willing to.
For your continued support of the Marion Giants.
Licensed insurance agent, and I am dedicated to taking care of our community and beyond. Whether you're retiring early, own a small business, just turned 26, moving out on your own, in between jobs, or you're looking for Medicare coverage, I can help. I'm Evan King, your trusted insurance agent serving Marion and beyond. I want to make sure that your health is king.
My grandma was such an adventurer. She went everywhere, and she loved every minute of it. I can't believe I'm following in her footsteps, seeing these amazing places. Of course, First Farmers Bank and Trust Mobile Banking takes the stress out of traveling. I can pay my bills and monitor my finances from anywhere. I really have everything I need. Well, almost everything. First Farmers Bank and Trust Mobile Banking, making banking easier.
At Insurance Management Group, our mission is to protect our coworkers, communities, and clients. One way in doing so is we educate and equip our clients with the information that they need to make the best insurance decision for them. Please check us out at insurancemanagementgroup.com. Looking forward to working with you soon.
Hi, my name is Nick McKinley, and I'm your local State Farm agent and your Giants PA announcer. You know, sometimes it's really hard to separate the two. Hold on a second. Nick McKinley, State Farm, this is Nick. Oh yeah, I can save you $300. Great, I'll see you soon. Like I said, it's really hard to separate that sometimes. But it's easy for you to separate from your insurance company. Come on down to Nick McKinley State Farm, and we'll save you some money and get you the best service in town. See you soon.
You are the heartbeat of Marion. Together, we're building a city that's not just proud of its past, but invested in your future.
We're working tirelessly to ensure your future is bright. Every decision we make is with you in mind.
Students of Marion Community Schools, you are the pride of our city. Every step you take, every game you play, and every goal you achieve inspires us to build a stronger community.
Let's keep reaching higher, Giants. Marion is with you every step of the way.
We're from the Marion Giant football team,
and we want to thank the Marion Alumni Association for our helmets.
And I'm Coach Jackie, and we're part of the Marion girls soccer team, and we want to thank the Marion High School Alumni Association for our brand new jerseys this year. Thank you.
We are the Marion Giants boys soccer team. We'd like to thank the Alumni Association for our new jerseys. Thank you.
We're from the Marion Giant softball team, and we want to thank the alumni for our new jerseys.
We'd like to thank the Marion Giant Alumni Association for these brand new jerseys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I may not be able to knock down the threes, but when it comes to your smile, I'm a straight shooter. Gorman and Bunch Orthodontics. We'll put a smile on your face.
Back at the Bill Green Athletic Arena right here at the half, the Giants trail 37-22. Westfield led by Mr. Morton with 15 points. The Giants need a little more offense. They got 10 points from J.J. Smith, 8 from Amar Rogers, and just 2 each from Barnes and Freshwater. And so far, Tim Jones, the Giants' leading scorer, hasn't scored, so we're going to have to pick up the pace if we're going to pull this out.
Yeah. It tends to be that's our tendency. Take those, early shots. May not be a bad idea to, try to get to the basket and then kick it out rather than those initial early shots. And again, if we can get some defensive transition baskets, play defense, rebound the basketball, and then get out and run a little bit, I think that's going to be our best bet. You mentioned they've only given up 30-some points a game, so they are fine with the slower pace, half-court defense. If we can get them up and down a little bit, that would be to our advantage, I would think.
Well, we got just a moment here. We want to look at some of the other Marion Giant winter sports. Is getting back in the swing of it now after the holidays. The Marion Lady Giants basketball team was victorious this afternoon here at the arena over Eastern, 74-23. They were led by freshman Naomi Hahn, who had 25, freshman Shaylee Townsend with 18, and Shania Scott had 15. And the Lady Giants moved to 7-9, which is a great start for the Giants, because you look back the last 3 years, the Lady Giants won 7 games in 3 years, so they've already hit that point, and they're still rolling, and they got a lot of young players. Coach Drake doing an excellent job with the Lady Giants. Also, the Lady Giant wrestling team was involved in the very first IHSA girls wrestling sectional on Friday. Alana Montgomery was a sectional champion. She won the 120-pound weight class. But also Braylee Sutton, Grace Carpenter, Hannah Smith, Sophia Kittinger, Danny Purdy, and Michaela Bailey. All 7 of those Lady Giants qualified for the regional next Friday, also at Alexandria. And also the boy wrestlers today had a great day at the Tri-Central Invitational. They were 4-2. They had 6 guys that go 6-0. Sean Caldwell, Anthony O'Neill, Adrian Parrish, Hickson Love, Nathaniel Beck, Lincoln Steveberg all went 6-0 today. So they had a great day at Tri-Central. And then also Marion Giants swim team's going to get back in the action this week just before Christmas. The boys swim team defeated Blackford 88-57. So we're getting back into January and full swing winter sports.
Holidays are over, and it's time for high school athletics.
So we're ready for second half action right now. The Giants find themselves down 15. So I want to thank our Marion Giant sponsors, our game sponsor, Kingdom Roofing, for bringing you Marion Giant basketball. Hopefully the Giants can get some offense going here early. JJ had 10 in the first half. Rogers had 8, including a couple of threes. There's 3 for JJ. He got it. JJ Smith with his 3rd 3 of the night. The Giants are within 12. Maybe that's a good sign of things to come.
Good start.
Wide open. And he's going to go to the line for an old-fashioned 3-point play, and they've got to do something about him. I have him unofficially for 17 points.
It was a nice little back cut and nice pass.
It's a 6'2" senior, and he got the roll on that one. Shooter's touch, and it's back up to 15.
He does like our rims, doesn't he? He's done that a couple times.
Tim Jones trying to get something going offensively. Nice shot.
Moved it to his right hand. That was nice.
His first 2 of the night. Giants within 13. There's
go.
a steal by Rogers on the break. Lays it up and fouled. He's going to the line. Did a good job of using his body between him and the ball to get the foul.
Definitely making sure that the referee saw the contact. Knocked down a couple of these little free throws here.
First one rolls out. Rogers, a 5'11" senior, averaging 17 points a game. He's got 8 tonight, looking for number 9 right here. And didn't get that one. Nice rebound almost by the Giants, and it's going to be Westfield basketball.
Good effort.
Well, a night like this, and score's not real high, you got to take advantage of those free throws. Giants putting on a little bit of pressure to backcourt, not much. Inside, nice backdoor pass. Turned around, got the basket. He's got 9 for Hafner. The Giants down 15 once again. Kobe sizes up his man, brings it back out. Going to reset the offense. JJ, who's had a good night so far, going to need a lot more. Lost the ball right there. Here comes Westfield. Working the ball near steal by Tim. They'll fire from 3. No good. Rebound. Rogers has got pulled down. He's going to be fouled. Second team foul in Westfield. Thank our Marion Giant game sponsor, Kingdom Roofing, and our Marion Giant sponsors, IMG, Hunter Ford, Living Forward, the Tomahawk Restaurant, TJR Equipment, Gorman Bunch Orthodontics, Nicholson Realty 2.0, Via Credit Union, Hudamaki, Ivy Tech, and City of Marion. Thank all of our Marion Giant sponsors for bringing Marion Giant basketball. Hopefully we can get some offense going to make our sponsors and fans happy. And we got a foul. It's like they're starting to blow the whistle a little bit here in the second half.
Makes you wonder if Coach talked to him a little bit. They've had their hands on our guys when they trying to dribble drive, so.
Near still nice. Then it's still loose, and timeout by Westfield. Got a short break. So down 15, so nothing's changed here in the first 2 minutes and 23 seconds.
Yeah, as I was saying earlier, these Shamrocks, they don't mind running their offense. We have to be disciplined. It's hard to maintain your concentration that whole time. That's when back cuts and those types of things. That's kind of tells you what's guys will start watching the ball or losing track of their man, and that's when you can kind of see that. And that's the kind of team this is. Disciplined, run their sets, and they do not mind continuing to run their sets.
Well, we need some of the shooting like that you had in the 1976 state championship when you saw that video again today and you hit every shot. I mean, you didn't pass any, but you hit every shot.
Hit every shot, that's right. The other thing that would help probably is if Dave Colescott walked through that door, right?
Well, he's even a little older than we are, so I'm not sure how much that's going to help.
I was not thinking the current Dave Colescott.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that one I'd take. This one right now, he might as well be sitting up here with us. Back doors. They go inside again. There's a 3 in the air. That's good. And that's no good for the Giants. Giants find themselves down with the biggest deficit of the night, 18. And we get another foul. Thank our Marion Giant sponsors: First Farmers, Marion Police Department, Mort's Group, Marion Health, Philip Morgan Landscaping, Moving Real Estate, Summers Plumbing, Heating and Cooling, Nick McKinley State Farm Insurance, Brunner Dental Center, Evan King Health Market, and Bobby Browder, Edward Jones. Giants need to get something going in a hurry. Rogers from 3. Yes, sir. Take a few more of those. Rogers has 11. The Giants still down 15.
It was good. Tim takes a little dribble drive, and they help and kicked it to the helper and make the shot. That was nice.
Westfield will fire from 3. And number 3 there likes to hit that 3. That's his second 3 of the night, and it's back up to 18. Have a lot more confidence when you're shooting when you're already up 15 points. And it's turned over. Here comes Westfield. They'll fire another three. Short. Rebound, battled for, and it's going to be Giant basketball. Mr. Morton looked at the official like there's nothing else you want to call besides their ball. Saw a little different from down here. Inside, Barnes up and wouldn't go down. Rebound, Westfield.
It was a nice set, just didn't get the ball to go.
Shot up and no good. Rebound, Morton pulls it out there. Wide open layup. Nice pass, nice basket. Giants are down 20. And only have about 11 minutes to do something about it. There's a three in the air, short. And here comes Westfield. Another three, and Westfield seems like they're just warming up. 53-30, Coach Blackman's seen enough that we're gonna have a timeout. We'll be back in just a moment.
The goal isn't graduation day. It's a better every day after. It's the first day in your new career, your first pay raise, the 5th day of that week-long vacation. It's the first paid holiday home with your family, or the day of your last car loan payment, much sooner than you thought. At Ivy Tech Community College, we don't just care about your degree, we care about your life. Let's get started at ivytech.edu.
Success takes direction via credit union. Get from where you are to where you want to go with via credit union. With honesty and integrity, better service and pride. Involved in our community, we're on your side. Success takes direction via credit union. Via credit union.
Back at the Bill Green Athletic Arena, the Giants find themselves down 23 points with 2:53 to go in quarter number 3. And to say they got to get something going is a kind of understatement.
Yeah. Good defensive team. You know, when they are solid on the ball, you know, that if you're going to run your sets, solid screens, cuts with, you know, definitive cuts, and, you know, a lot of the one-on-one stuff, they're very good at helping. So I don't know that that's the best approach.
Well, we got the 2000 team coming next week. We could use some of those guys here right now, like Zach Randolph would be a good guy in there right now. Knocked away, Westfield picks it up.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun event, isn't it? Have those guys in, and it is hard to believe 25 years, though. That's it's a shocker.
Well, then also after the 11th, 2 weeks from tonight on the 18th, we got the 75 team. Speaking of Dave Colescott, and that group with Bill Lester, Kevin Pearson, is going to be a great night as we celebrate the 50-year anniversary of that team. So be here on the 18th for that. Westfield just running the offense, getting everybody involved. Nice block. Still going to be Westfield basketball. So those dates you want to make sure you're here on January 11th. That's next Saturday. January 18th in 2 weeks, and then on February the 1st on a Saturday night in about 4 weeks, we've got the 40th anniversary of the '85 state championship.
Great. Obviously, we've talked about it. Great legacy, and I'm so glad that they're doing these events to mark those anniversaries and whatnot. Great for our community.
Well, it's a good opportunity too for maybe some parents to bring their young kids and get to meet some of these basically Marion Giant legends that put these banners on the wall.
Yeah. And I know those guys, you know, will appreciate, you know, support from the community and whatnot. It'll be a nice night. Try to make it for all of those if you can.
Jackson from 3, got it. Manu Jackson cuts the lead back down to 20. Well, we enjoy you being here all the time, but you also have to come back next year because next year will be the 50th anniversary of the 76 team. Three-pointer in the air, no good. Rebound. Shot up. Basket's good, and he's fouled.
It's the big kid. Big sophomore. Vandy Griffin.
Can you imagine it was 50 years ago now we were wandering the halls of the high school as sophomores? That's enough to make you want to retire just thinking about that.
Greg, you know we weren't wandering the halls. We were
well,
aggressively looking for our classroom to try to get there early, sit in the front row, that kind of thing.
Well, you were. I was probably just out wondering. That's why you became a doctor and I didn't. Three in the air. In and out. Wouldn't fall. Here comes Westfield. Trying to increase that 23-point lead. And it doesn't get any easier next week. The Giants travel to Carmel on Friday night. And a lot of people have heard of that team before. Has done the foul and they're going to the line. Thanks to our Marion Giants sponsors, Melissa Stone, Ruoff Mortgage, Sunfish Solar Project, Green Axe, Tim and Kelly Street Bar Brothers, Wings, etc., Class of 1971, First Option Trucking, Keenan Davis State Farm Insurance, Ashley's Ice Cream, Taylor University, J. Meyer Real Estate, Jennifer Meyer, and J. Meyer Real Estate, Caleb Oliver. Thank all our Marion Giants sponsors, including tonight's game sponsor, Kingdom Roofing. Well, right now, the Giants find themselves down 25 points and just over a quarter to do something about it.
Coach Blackman doing a little coaching over there with the sophomore.
The LA, Mr. Anderson. Manu thought about it. He'll fire from three. No good. Rebound, Westfield. That's another thing the Giants, when they have got a three-point look tonight, some of them's not going down.
Yeah.
They've hit some, but they had 13 last night. Knocked away. Kobe comes away with it, and it's going to be Giant basketball.
I think we've had just, what, 2 fast break buckets all night. I mean, they do an excellent job of rebounding and offensive rebounding, and then also getting back in transition. They make it tough.
We also welcome, I see up in the crowd tonight, the new Marion Community School Superintendent, Stephanie Lockwood. Want to welcome her to the new position, and I know it's that long last decade that Keith Burke was here, did such a tremendous job. It looks strange looking down there, not seeing Keith Burke standing at the end of the court.
Yeah, it's great to have Keith in our community for such a long time. Did some wonderful things, and happy to this new season with our new superintendent. So congratulations to her.
Kobe knocks down one of them. That's going to end the third quarter with the score. Westfield 58, the Giants 34. Back in a moment with quarter number 4.
We're Kingdom Roofing Systems, your local roofing experts. We take great pride in our ability to ensure quality workmanship. We're in the top 1% of contractors in Indiana who have earned Owens Corning's greatest badge of honor, Platinum Preferred. Plus, your first 25 years are 100% covered by Owens Corning's workmanship warranty. Trust the confidence Owens Corning has in your local expert, Kingdom Roofing Systems.
Well, Marion Giant fans, it's been a rough go here. Giants, as we start the fourth quarter, down those 24 points against Westfield.
What do you think Coach Blackman drew up a 24-point play that we could work on?
I bet he did talk to them about, I mean, you know, this is 2 nights back-to-back, very difficult nights. He's probably just wanting to see, you know, who's going to give him extra effort, who's going to, you know, finish this out. and play hard. It's, I think we've talked about this in my games each year. They seem to be able to come out on the short end of it, but there's a lot to learn. And like you said earlier, these can be good training games for the tournament.
Well, I know there's some people that can, but probably most Giant fans would look up at those 8 banners and they couldn't tell you what the regular season record was.
Nice.
Kobe hits a shot. Now, I know
Nice
you
assist.
can because you're a Marion Giant historian and expert, so I know that you could tell us all the regular season records of the state champions, but not everybody is that gifted.
No, we're not going to actually have a quiz on that, though, right?
No, not tonight.
Good.
Inside, there's a foul going to the line. So we said we want to encourage you next Saturday night to be here at the Marion Giants Fort Wayne South ball game. We're going to have the 2000 state champion players. Most of them is going to be coming back. Coach Mo Smedley is going to be here. And sitting in next to me is going to be Mr. Todd Chin, who hit some very big free throws and helped clinch that championship. Got a chance to talk to him the last couple of days, and I asked him which was harder, knocking down those free throws or knocking a long putt. He said definitely the free throws.
Yeah. Excellent golfer, but man, he could play. Was an excellent shooter. He and his brother. It was fun to watch. My kids were younger than they were, but so they were influential for my kids and my nephews who played here at Marion. Watching the Chin brothers, but yeah, that'll be a sweet time, as I said before.
And Reggie Devils, who had 13 letters while he was here.
That's incredible. Yeah. Army cadet.
Whatever sport you could name, he could play it very well. Jackson inside, nowhere to go. Spin, left-hander up and no good. Rebound, knocked away. Here comes Westfield. Westfield in the ball in a 23-point lead. Drives the lane, he's going to score. Giants answer the other way. Rogers got the basket and the foul.
Very strong move.
13 for Rogers, and Giants still down 23. We got 6:20 to go.
We're just generally better if we can pick up the pace and try to get some early offense, right?
Logan Barnes and Tim Jones checking back in for the Giants right now. Well, I know it's a 23-point lead, but nowadays with the three-point shot, I've seen a lot of games that turn around pretty quick if you can start knocking down a few threes.
Starts at this end, though, right? We've got to get stops, and then you got to rebound.
That's the prescription for victory. Knocked away, got it back. 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Giants trail by 22. And nice save still. Here's Rogers. He's going to drive. He's going to lay up and scores. Or Rogers. He's got 16. The Giants within 20. Still a ton of time in basketball talk. Knocked away. They got it back. And we got a foul. It's the second team foul on the Giants. Second foul on Kobe. Shamrocks will play it in front of their own bench. Inside, nowhere to go. They'll fire from three again. Well, it's one thing about it. They've hit some threes tonight. It's about a half a dozen threes. It just seems like there's a lot more. Kobe, he'll try it from three. In and out. And we've got a whistle. Foul on the inside, I believe, on the Giants.
Fouls on Giants, number 2, Logan Barnes.
Logan Barnes picks up his second foul. Third team foul. We got exactly 5 minutes to go in the ball game. 64-41. And they just threw it away. Well, as we mentioned, a week from tonight, when the 2000 team is here, we'll celebrate with Todd Chin here. Well, 2 weeks from tonight, on the 18th, Mr. Dave Colescott's going to be sitting right here as we celebrate the 1975 state championship team. So as we said, you don't want to miss these nights, historic nights, opportunities that like this only come around once in a lifetime to celebrate the 50th anniversary of a championship, or 25th or 40th.
Yeah, it'd be great to have Dave and the rest of the guys in town. You know, we get to see some of them. You know, Bill Lester is a local resident, so it's good to see him. But you know, have Dave come in town. That'll be nice. Kevin Pearson.
Knocked away. Here comes Tim Jones, and here comes Westfield. Also on that night of the 18th, Bill Green's kids are all going to be here, going to make a very special presentation to Marion High School. So you definitely want to be here for that. Of course, we know Coach Bill Green has passed on, but his kids want to be here, and when they found out we were doing this, they want to be a part of it. So they're coming from, some of them from a long ways. Kevin, I believe, is coming from California. So it's going to be good to see them. It's going to be a special night. That's on January the 18th.
Kevin was was in our class.
Yep. Me and him got in trouble together. I mean, we studied together in class several times.
Well, you talked about those teams and some of the players at that time. You know, Kevin was on our Justice Junior High School basketball team in the 7th, 8th, and 9th grade. And so then when he came to the high school as a sophomore, you know, they were good players. And, you know, Coach Green was his oldest son. And so the question was, you know, was Coach going to keep his son on the team and whatnot? That had to be a hard time for both of them, probably.
Yeah.
I never actually talked to Coach about that, but that would be a tough time.
Yeah, I knew since we were in the same grade and we were good friends that if he couldn't make the team with his dad as a coach, I didn't really have much of a chance. Coming the other way, here's Rogers. He's going to lay it up and scores it. It's 18 for Mar. We've got a timeout. 3:11 to go. We'll be back in just a moment.
Marion High School has a rich history of music, sports, theater, and drama. We've been working on creating a digital video library of all the shows, games, and other media we can find so you can have a piece of that rich history. For more information, please contact Steve Wright at steve@wrightpromotions.video or call 765-669-1855.
Back at the Bill Green Athletic Arena, we've got 3:11 to go. Westfield up by 24. They're like Lawrence North and Carmel, one of the better teams in the state of Indiana. As the Giants' schedule, so it doesn't get any easier, just hopefully it continues to make the Giants develop a little more and pay in dividends in the tournament. They say you don't win a championship in January. All the banners that are hanging here above us were won in March, believe it or not. Yeah, we was talking about, you know, story with Kevin Green, and I remember one story when we was in junior high, and we kind of had times we kind of talked to each other when maybe we weren't supposed to be talking in class, and the teacher took us outside in the hallway, and we thought we were in trouble. So what we did was we started making jokes and trying to make her laugh. We finally got her to laugh so much she just threw up her hands and said, "I'll go back inside and sit down."
I believe that with you and Kevin, to be honest.
I wanted to pull. Don't you know who his dad is? He's a coach of the Marion Giants.
Well, if the laughing wouldn't have worked, you would have still had an opportunity to do that.
Yeah. Westfield still being patient. Wide open three. It's one thing about it, when they've got the wide open shot, it seems like they've knocked it down.
really shot a nice percentage in the second half, haven't they?
And we got a foul on Westfield. Thank our Marion Giant sponsors, our game sponsor, Kingdom Roofing, IMG, Hunter Ford, Living Forward, the Tomahawk Restaurant, TJR Equipment, Gorman and Bunch Orthodontics, Nicholson Realty 2.0, Via Credit Union, Hutamaki, Ivy Tech, City of Marion, First Farmers, Marion Police Department, the Mortz Group, Marion Health, Philip Morgan Landscaping, Moving Real Estate, Summers Plumbing, Heating and Cooling, Nick McKinley State Farm Insurance, Brunner Dental Center, Evan King Health Markets, and Bobby Browder, Edward Jones. Looks like Coach Blackman's emptied the bench. We got Manu Jackson. We got Mr. Lamarian Anderson. We've got Caleb Richardson, Kamarius Love, and Jace Freshwater on the floor right now for the Giants. So Coach used an opportunity to let them play some. Freshwater from three, got it. Jace knocks down the three. He's got 5.
You know, there are lots of things to consider with this. You know, these kids are in practice every day, so give them an opportunity to play. But it also, this and watching the film, the starters, the guys that play the most are going to, there's going to be a lot of what we like to say teaching moments over these last couple of days. And then you're also going to see how the kids respond. I mean, they're setting them down with, whatever, 2.5 minutes left. And it's been a terrible weekend from a standpoint of your outcomes. And so, the coach is going to learn a lot. If you want to hear some additional stories, there was when we were our senior year, we had back-to-back games on Friday, Saturday at home against Fort Wayne Northrop and Madison Heights, and lost both of them, which hadn't in those days. We hadn't probably blew a winning streak and that sort of thing. And so my recollection of that was that there was lots of teaching opportunities for the coaching staff that next week for us. And so, yeah, that's one of the great things about athletics, right? There's a lot to learn about.
There's a 3. Manu Jackson. He's got 6.
He likes that shot. He likes that 3-point shot, doesn't he?
Well, we're down 21. We just need 7 more of those.
Okay.
The only problem is Westfield has the ball.
Are we playing 6 quarters tonight, or is it just going to be the 4?
Well, if we could start hitting threes like that and stop them, we might be able to catch them in 5. And that was a little bit too easy there. 72-49 down to the final minute. Giants are going to fall to 6-3. Manu from long range, short rebound, Freshwater. He'll stop, he'll fire. Wouldn't go down, rebound Westfield. Westfield's going to move to 7-1. Inside, right there. Been a big problem all night, those extra rebounds that they've been picking up.
Second champs points and lots of layups for them.
Richardson, nowhere to go. Manu, down to the final 20 seconds. Let's go drive, baseline, inside. The big guy, Love, got it back. Inside, up and, I thought he was gonna get a 3-point play. He's gonna get to go to the line. Mr. Kamarius Love, 6'5" junior. He kept battling after that first miss, got it back, and got fouled going to the line.
That was against their 6'9" sophomore, so not an easy task.
And wouldn't go down. Get one more, maybe the Giants can hit the 50 mark. Well, on the other side, the good point, they were only giving up 36 a game, and we've scored 49, so we've done better than most teams have done against them this year. And that wouldn't go down. That's probably going to be the final score as we tick off the final few seconds. That's the ball game, the final score. Westfield 74, the Marion Giants 49. Giants move to 6-3. Get ready for next week. They travel to Carmel to play the Greyhounds. Doesn't get easier.
Rough part of the schedule, but as you say, we'll see how they respond.
What's the one thing about it, as we mentioned before, when you play this schedule, you got the kids just have to keep working and keep, not get discouraged because of the scoreboard. Sometimes I know Coach Blackman will tell the guys, quit looking at the scoreboard. Just play like it's 0-0. Keep playing and don't look up. We're up 20 or down 20. And because the whole point of the season is to keep developing and getting better for the make a run in the tournament.
100%. And the other thing is that you know, they're 2-0 in the conference, I believe, right? So there's still that to play for. So yeah, this is it's a bad weekend, as we were talking, but it's also in, as you said, January. So lots of opportunities to get better. And you know, I think we'll see what kind of medal these kids have. I think that, you know, they're upperclassmen, and they'll have the opportunity to, you know, lead and show the younger kids, you know, how to respond from these types of difficult situations. And I think Coach Blackman, you know, this is not his first rodeo. He will be able to help lead in that way as well.
We want to take a moment to thank Superintendent Stephanie Lockwood, Principal Dr. Stacy Hunt, Athletic Director Steve Moritz. Take the opportunity to thank the people working behind the scenes. I want to thank Steve Wright and Mark Fauser for all that he does dealing with the sponsors and help making things run smoothly. I want to thank the ones working behind the scenes in the control room and with the cameras: Caleb Huff, Braden Bailey, Jesse Attaway, Donald Butcher, Nick Easter, and Zaylee Butcher. Thank all the Marion Giant workers that help bring you Marion Giant basketball. Thank our Marion Giant sponsors. Our sponsor tonight was Kingdom Roofing. We don't like the results, but it was said it's a long season, and it's just first part of January, so we got a long way to go.
Yeah, and I also want to add, you know, appreciate what you guys do here. You know, there's a number of, you know, the alumni and whatnot all over the country, all over the world for that matter. But you know, to be able to tune in, you know, get that connection back with the Giants, you know, watch some of the basketball. You know, I think you guys really do a superb job. So thank you for that.
And we appreciate you being here tonight. And now that you've got a little extra spare time that you didn't have before, we hope you enjoyed it. And of course, everybody appreciates the knowledge that you bring to it and the experience of, you know, state championship.
Well,
and Dave Colescott in 2 weeks, I hope he gives you credit once again for what you've done for him.
I'm going to go ahead and write out what I want him to say,
okay,
you know, so that he gets to that, you know, makes it at least accurate in my mind, and then go. But it'll be nice to have Dave here, as I said earlier. You know, this is going to be a cool next month to honor those just awesome teams, awesome guys, and that's something our community is proud of, and, you know, should be. And so I just hope we group will support them. So come on out and see the guys.
Once again, we want to invite you, whether you've been a Marion Giant fan for a few weeks or a few decades or for 50 years or more, to be out here next Saturday at the Bill Green Athletic Arena. We're going to celebrate the 2000 championship team. A lot of those players are going to be here. We're going to have meet and greet at the Marion High School cafeteria from 5 to 7. So get here early, make plans, take some pictures with the guys, make some memories. Yeah. Then we're going to celebrate them at halftime, and then hopefully the Giants get a big win against Southside. So once again, the final score tonight: Westfield 74, the Giants 49. So for Jeff Bragg, I'm Greg Keaton saying so long, and we'll see you at the next ball game.